I could never, ever be a defense attorney. Ever. Someone told me they murdered someone, they wanted leniency. I say, get in the chair, I'll turn up the heat. Sorry, I ain't doing it. Never. I could never be a defense attorney in my
Alrighty.
life.
You
Alright.
guys are ready?
One more. I'll do like this last one, the same one. I'll read it. Last run through. Take 3.
Take 10.
Hello, this is RJ Lupa from Computer Market Research, and today we'll be conducting a very educational interview regarding the ship and debit process. We are bringing two very knowledgeable people together today, experts in the field. Let me introduce them to you. First, we have Heles. Heles is the founder and CEO of Computer Market Research, a software development, applications, and web-based services organization, one of the leading data architects in the high-tech industry. He created the company in 1984 to provide clients with improved technology to analyze customer needs and desires. Since then, CMR has provided high-tech manufacturers and distributors with web-based software applications for sales and marketing automations. We next have Clark Broyles. He is an entrepreneurial leader producing profitable growth in environments ranging from Fortune 100 to startup through B2B and B2C channels. Team development, business planning, channel program development, MDF budget management planning, blended direct and indirect channel management are his specialty. My first question is, what is a ship and debit agreement?
A ship and debit agreement is when a distributor and supplier work together to offer a specially reduced price for a product. Also, it's a process that addresses the guidelines the manufacturer decides this regarding certain rules channel distributors have to follow in order to retain debited compensation via rebated claims.
What does a general ship and debit process look like?
This is going to be a little long question to answer. It's going to go into very detail real quick. Typically, the ship and debit process can be split into 4 simplistic steps. Step 1, request a ship and debit agreement. Agreements are typically initiated by distributors to request a support agreement from their suppliers for certain products. This can be in response to specific customer requests, projects, or simply react to the adapting market price. Negotiations can take place and the suppliers may reject, approve, or amend the request. This can be the first hurdle for many arrangements, as often many agreements are not accurately captured, meaning they cannot be properly claimed against. The second part of this is shipping to the customer. The next stage in a ship and debit agreement is the shipping stage. This is where distributors sell the product to their end customers at whatever sell price the agreement allows. This shipping can be direct to stock or delivered to specific sites. Accurate capture of the sell price is required, both to calculate true margins and to ensure that claims to suppliers are successful. Part 3. Debiting the supplier. Immediately after shipping, the distributors can debit their supplier for the amount required. This often involves providing accurate documentation to prove the sale and sell price. Disputes can arise at this point, and this is why having an organized record of all information required to support a claim can be the difference between a profit and a loss. The fourth and final part is receipt of payment. The final step of the ship and debit process is the receipt of payment. Typically, suppliers credit the distributor and pay back lump sums as rebate at agreed upon time periods throughout the year. Once this step has been reached, the process is complete.
I'd like to know what sort of issues have internal auditors run into as a result of managing the ship and debit programs through more traditional methods.
Proper analysis of back-end discounts is very complex. Using traditional methods like Excel spreadsheets to determine an accurate calculation of what's to be credited to channel distributors is usually a recipe for disaster. Many auditors are simply naive to the infrastructure and function of the marketplace. For example, an auditor might ask, why don't we sell products so that they're sold at a net end price? And for various reasons, companies simply don't want to do that. They want the flexibility to change, modify, eliminate a program at any given time.
I have another question. What risks do companies face when estimating accruals without a robust system in place?
Companies have an obligation to their channel distributors. Without a comprehensive system to analyze the state of a business's finances, there's little to no validity into an accrual estimation. In past experience, I've learned that developing a best guess strategy into accrual estimation could be potentially 100% wrong. Implementing a robust system allows you to seamlessly and properly state your revenue and liability with channel partners.
What about documentation? It seems many companies have difficulty designing programs relevant to a specific channel relationship. Is this something businesses commonly struggle with?
Absolutely. Marketing in-house teams are many times at fault when implementing claims programs because instead of thinking logically, they think creatively, losing focus on what makes each channel partnership unique. Parameters or guidelines have to be quantifiable. In other words, structuring a program without tangible restrictions assures unnecessary complications. In regards to a ship and debit program, you have to have specific SKUs in place. You have to have specific start and end date. You have to include whether a program is stackable or not. You have to determine whether or not certain parameters are included or excluded. Anytime a program is subject to interpretation, you'll run into problems. By forcing some discipline in terms of how you set up your program, you'll avoid major issues. Remember, price adjustments guidelines should be objective, not subjective.
Now let me ask you, what are the benefits of having an automated ship and debit solution?
There are many benefits. I'm going to go over a couple of them briefly. Reports. Under reports, you get transaction details for each program, partner, product. Summary reports by program, partner, product. Dashboards, you get custom reports, auditing. You also get revision history for programs and claims. You see who approved and when or disapproved. You get automatic price adjustment calculation. You get expedited claim validation. You can clone similar programs. There's so many different options.
Now, if I'm interested in a ship and debit for my company, what should I do?
In short, your company can no longer afford delays or miss out on business opportunities due to improper systems. Demo our automated ship and debit module today and learn how you can generate more business, build stronger relationships, and streamline your incentive programs. Or contact us at 702-247-1120 or email us at info@computermarketresearch.com if you have any questions.